just to live a few days longer. The old woman smashed out her own front teeth, then went to her daughter-in-law and said her teeth were starting to fall out, that she only needed a little food each day. Right after that she went outside to show off. Turns out there was a cruel custom in this village. Once parents turned 60, if they were still alive, their sons had to carry them up the mountain and leave them there, all just to save a bit of food, so the family could survive the harsh winter. But what the old woman didn't expect was that her daughter-in-law started treating her badly when she was only 59. She tried to help out, but the daughter-in-law snatched the job from her hands. It was clear she was no longer welcome in the home. She tried grinding soybeans, and again her daughter-in-law pushed her aside. That's when the old woman realized they were getting ready to send her to the mountain to save her son from the pain of choosing. She offered to go on her own. She told her son to take her up the mountain himself. Her son was heartbroken and couldn't accept it, but his wife reminded him that this was village tradition, and if they broke the rules, the whole family would suffer, crushed by the weight of custom. Mark could only cry softly. Soon it was time to go up the mountain. The old woman took her daughter-in-law to a hidden stream. She said the fish here would be enough to feed the family through the winter, and begged her not to tell anyone else about the place. Then she called the village elders to hold a farewell ceremony. First rule was, no one could see them leave the house. No talking once they reached the mountain, and on the way back, they were not allowed to look back. After the gathering, one elder pulled Mark aside and whispered to him, "The mountain road is steep. If you get too tired, it's okay to just let go halfway and let her roll down." Mark was stunned. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. Before leaving, his mother was packing her clothes. When crying sounds came from outside, he opened the door and saw another village elder running away from home. He didn't want to die, so he tried to escape, but his son caught up to him and tied him up again. Compared to that, Mark's mother was willingly going up the mountain to avoid running into anyone. She asked her son to carry her out in the middle of the night. When they reached the edge of the village, she turned around for one last look at the place she had lived for 60 years. Though her heart was full of sorrow and memories, she gently patted her son, telling him to keep walking up the mountain.